Wearing armor. An ancient law in the UK still technically prohibits wearing a suit of armor inside Parliament. This rule dates back to 1313, when King Edward II banned knights from entering Parliament armed, to prevent intimidation. Though it's obviously outdated today, the law was never officially repealed. It occasionally resurfaces in jokes and trivia but serves as a reminder of how laws can outlive the context in which they were written. No water pistols. During Cambodia's Khmer New Year, known as Songkran, people celebrate by splashing water on each other, a symbolic cleansing ritual. But water pistols and high-pressure water guns have been banned in some cities to prevent accidents and aggressive behavior. Authorities noticed that some revelers took things too far, using forceful water blasts or targeting drivers, which led to injuries and traffic issues. The law encourages traditional water rituals using bowls or gentle splashes instead. It's a reminder that even fun traditions can get out of hand without a little regulation. No kissing on train. France, often considered the land of romance, once banned kissing on train platforms. The rule was introduced in 1910 to prevent delays as couples lingered for long, emotional goodbyes. The law aimed to keep trains running on time. While it's no longer strictly enforced, signs can still be found at some older stations. It's one of those quirky laws that might have made sense at the time but now mostly survives as a charming historical relic. No selfies with Buddha. In Sri Lanka, turning your back to a statue of Buddha, even for a selfie, is considered highly disrespectful. The country takes Buddhist customs seriously, and tourists have been arrested or deported for violating this law. Authorities believe that turning your back on Buddha dishonors the religious image. Even sitting beside or standing close to a statue in a playful pose can be seen as mockery. So when visiting Buddhist countries, it's wise to understand the local customs. Flushing after 10 p.m. In some Swiss apartment buildings, it's illegal to flush the toilet after 10 p.m. The law is meant to reduce noise in shared buildings and is based on traditional Swiss values of peace and quiet. While it's rarely enforced today, the rule still exists in many housing agreements. Some tenants are expected to avoid showers, baths, or loud noises during late-night hours. Illegal to own just one guinea pig. Switzerland takes animal welfare seriously, so much so that it's illegal to own just one guinea pig. Why? Because guinea pigs are social animals that can suffer from loneliness if kept alone. The law recognizes their emotional needs and ensures they live with at least one companion. The country even has services to help owners find a new guinea pig if one dies. This law might sound extreme, but it reflects how seriously the Swiss treat animal rights. Don't feed pigeons. Feeding pigeons in Venice's famous St. Mark's Square used to be a popular tourist activity. But in 2008 the city banned it, and for good reason. The pigeons were damaging historic buildings by pecking at stonework and leaving droppings everywhere. Cleaning up the mess cost millions each year. The ban also aimed to improve the city's hygiene and preserve its beauty. Tourists caught feeding pigeons can face hefty fines. No reincarnation without permission. In one of the most bizarre religious regulations ever passed, China requires Tibetan Buddhist monks to get government approval before reincarnating. Introduced in 2007, the rule was seen as a way for the Chinese government to control religious leadership and weaken the Dalai Lama's influence. Critics call it absurd. How can a government approve something as spiritual and personal as reincarnation? But in Tibet, reincarnated lamas hold significant cultural and political power, so Beijing wants control over who gets recognized as a spiritual leader. No high heels. Greece has banned high heels at its ancient sites like the Acropolis to protect the delicate stones. The rule may seem odd at first, but it's practical. Sharp heels can cause serious wear and tear on ancient marble and stone that's thousands of years old. Visitors are asked to wear flat-soled shoes instead. The goal is to preserve these priceless sites for future generations. Winnie the Pooh. In a small town in Poland, Winnie the Pooh faced unexpected controversy. Officials banned the beloved bear from playgrounds and public events, citing his lack of pants and unclear gender identity as reasons. While the decision wasn't national policy, it made international headlines and sparked laughter and confusion around the world. Some officials felt Pooh's image was inappropriate for children. Others claimed the bear was half-naked, and thus not a suitable role model. It's one of those moments where cartoon characters clashed with cultural sensitivities, making it one of the strangest censorship cases out there. Illegal to die. In the remote Arctic town of Longyearbyen, Norway, it's illegal to die, or at least be buried, there. Why? Because the ground is permanently frozen due to permafrost. When bodies are buried, they don't decompose, and viruses can survive for decades. In fact, bodies buried during the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic were found to still contain active traces of the virus. Because of this, residents who are terminally ill must be flown to the mainland to die. No chewing gum. In Singapore, chewing gum has been banned since 1992, mainly to keep the city clean and modern. The government took this unusual step because people were sticking gum on sidewalks, elevator buttons, and even subway doors, which caused delays and high cleaning costs. The law forbids the sale and import of gum, with exceptions made later for dental or nicotine gum with a prescription. While it might sound extreme, Singaporeans are proud of their clean streets and efficient public systems.